What's good? What's good, my peoples? What's good, people? Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Don Sapansky, Fat and Bankrupt. Terry Nelson II. Just Being E. Boxer MMA 365. My brother. JJ Short Deuce. What's good? Hall and Hustle. Jay Gadget. John J. Doe. What's going on? King Alley. Mike Big Boxing. Shogun 76. What's good? Battle for Life. What's going on? Christopher Livingston. Y'all must have forgot. 8. Shelton LDBC or nothing. P. Ali. What's good? Michael James 616. My brother. Ronald Ellis. What's going on? Yolanda Dixon, Peace Bless Queen. How you doing today? King Vilco on the Instagram. What's good? Hall and Hustle. Monty Norman. What's good? Melvin Harris. What's going on? Let's get into this. D. Ware. Gramercy Bull. Timothy Ramdeen. What's going on? Jordan TJ Ijinka. What's good? Ed Fuentes. Mansa Lawson. What's goody? Just Do Boxing. Go subscribe to my brother, Just Do Boxing. What's good, great brother? Trillionaire. What's going on? Brothers UK. Where you been at, brother? High End Pain Gary. Soothing Nights. What's going on? Westwood. What's going on? What's goody? What's goody? We in the building, man. Deshaun Ray. What's going on, brother? Ron T. Scott. Miles Austin. What's going on, my peoples? Eddie Alvarez. What's going on? Yeah, let's get into the real today, right? We're going to get into some real boxing talk. T. Scott, Texas. What's going on? X-Pro Group, Young Hollywood. What's going on? See, we're not just fans of the sport of boxing over here. We're not just fans of a fighter. You understand? The world is yours. Salute to the Boogie Down Bronx in the building. Montre, what's going on? Salute to the Bronx in the building, man. X-Pro Group, what's goody? Miles Austin, what's good, great brother? T. Bonafide. Don Sapansky, my brother in the super chat. Blessings to you, King. Appreciate you. So let's get in. Obsidian Lion, the Code Keeper. Where you been at, great brother? So now let's listen to this. Let's talk about this, right? There's a few things I wanted to discuss. This situation with Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, I knew it was eventually going to come out. That's why they like to put African-American fighters against Mexican fighters, because it sparks that tension. Mike Big Boxing, go subscribe to my brother Mike Big Boxing. Dead Face, what's good, great brother? The word was good. It sparks the dare I say the ignorance of the tension between the African Americans and the Mexican fan base. That's why they play on that, people. Y'all don't even understand this. Okay, y'all have to understand the reason why they like to put a Mexican fighter versus an African American fighter, because naturally, especially on the West Coast, right? Battle for Life with Joe Townsend was good. Especially on the West Coast, there's a lot of tension between Mexican and African American. Professor X was good, great brother. So what better way to settle it? Now imagine this, right? If this was in a quote unquote gang culture, right? And you took one of the let's say you took a blood from this neighborhood and a crip from this neighborhood, and you put them in a boxing ring, it's going to get a lot of attention. Maybe not worldwide. You understand what I'm getting at? Hall and Hustle was good, right? And now you factor in, you put that into the sport of boxing, right? And you say, now in the sport of boxing, CB Dizzle was good. Now you put that in the sport of boxing. Now you're taking two cultures and putting them together. Joystick politics was good, right? And naturally, what you're going to get? You got a rivalry, right? You get tension, right? And so this is nothing new. This is why they tell you, oh, the best thing to put on is an African-American fighter versus a Mexican fighter, right? Because they're playing on the tension in the cultures, in the communities. Eric Morrow was good. Big Body 5631 was good. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Salute. They're playing on that. They're playing on that, right? Which is cool, right? But you got to understand, it's a very, very thin line. It's a very, very tedious line that you're playing with. Right? Because DJ L Boogie, what's good, great brother? Stan Brisbane, what's good? Appreciate you. Right now, Battle for Life said keep doing. Oh, he's salute. So now the world is yours. What's good, Mr. Michael Foot 718? Salute to 718 Brooklyn in the building. So now you have to understand what the sport. Y'all have to understand this. This is a sport. So what happens is Parker Donald, what's good? Greg Roberts, what's going on? Mr. Jesso 123, what's good? He says, now, see, this is what I be talking about. When people talk, Christopher Bowen, my brother, what's going on? Social media has made you lazy. Adam Quinnos was good. Has made you lazy. Okay, it has made you unaware, and it has forced you not to use your common sense. So this dude says, "Bro, you making it racial. How am I doing it, brother?" Charles McCoy was good. Obviously, I'm getting it from somewhere. What do you mean that I'm making it that way? Chris Brooks was good. Did you not see Keyshawn Davis's post? Did you not see the situation with Ryan Garcia and the comments he made? What are you talking about? Chris Brooks was good. Did you do your research before you comment, or you just picked up your mobile device and said, "Oh, I should comment on this," and just said anything? Because people just refuse to use their own brain. There is no work being done. That's why social media was created. Google was created, and things of that nature. Right? That's why you don't have to. Oh, I could just Google it. You understand? High end pain Gary was good. So Paul Porter was good. So then Shogun 76 was good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People don't do no research. They don't do nothing. They just comment just because they can. All Shades Entertainment is good. I can't. I don't understand you dudes, man. So anyway, Preacher Joe was good. Great Mercy Bull. Yeah, Stan Brisbane. You know, because I try to give everybody. You know, AJ 64 was good. Miles also was good. You understand? It's ridiculous, man. Use your brain. Go do your research. DS was good. Philip Raynard was good. Brian Corbett, what's going on? Joel Separation, what's going on? The whole sport is based off of that, and you got the audacity to say, "No, nobody, man." What are you talking about? Keyshawn Davis put up a post, and immediately people attacked him, and you talking about it's not racial. What are you talking about? Splash Master 03, David Da Vinci was good. You have no idea what you're talking about. So anyway, furthermore, right? That's what the sport. Kawan Tucker was good. This is what the sport was built off. Sir Dante Fox, shot _064 was good. Okay. Ryan Garcia puts up the post about you could even include Barack Obama. What happened? Osboss and Deuce was good. Exactly. AK Crowder was good. Jareek Lance was good. Appreciate you, brother. Joystick Politics, he said, imagine if Tank said, I don't care if it's George Lopez, Selena in my way. How mad they'd be. This is a fact. Direct Lance, I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Bernard Thomas, AK Crowder, Dogfight, what's good? Next Level Coach, what's good, great brother? Deadface, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said Tank is going to knock this landscaper out within 5 and send them right back to cutting grass. Wow. Kanichi Bear, my brother. What's good, great brother? We Boogie, what's good? Apadada people as a people. What's good, great brother? Namarvi official. Where you been at, great brother? Salute the Deadface dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Right. So now people have to understand the double standards within the sport of boxing, because there are. It just is. There's double standards within the sport of boxing that people don't want to agree with, right? And people like to turn it off, right? We Boogie was good. People like to turn it off when it's convenient. Like the brother, School Time was good. They came here, hey man, you making it that way. Jeff Spark was good. No, I ain't not making it that way. Edward Torres was good. When you point out the obvious, then people like to say that. So let me tell y'all a few things in the sport of boxing that takes place, right? When you hear the term Mexican style, Roy Babineau, what's good? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? Oh, congratulations, my brother, Namavi official. Blessings to you, great brother. Salute. Let me wrench you up. Man, that's a blessing. Elbow, what's good, great brother? Salute to you, great brother. Congratulations, man. Kevin Walker, what's good? So now think about this, right? James William Trucking, what's going on? Now think about this. He said there's double standards in sports, period. Oh, for sure. But in the sport of boxing, it's on the forefront. It's Slim, what's good? Miss Lucky Me 427. Blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Eric Mendez, what's good? For sure it is. In entertainment's family, what's good? Slim, what's going on? It definitely is. But in the sport of boxing, it's on the forefront. It's on the forefront. When you hear people say, hey, these dudes fight Mexican style, the first thing that comes to your mind, entertainment. Right? Entertainment. Right? Oh, this is going to be entertaining. These two fighters fight Mexican style. What does that tell you? Entertainment. Opie Mogul was good. Cut Creator 1 was good. Right? Prolific 1 was good. When you hear Mexican style, what comes to mind? Entertainment. Oh, this is going to be entertaining. They're going to let them fly. They're going to fight. It's going to be entertaining. Right? It's celebrated. Red, what's going on, great brother? When you hear Mexican style, that's celebrated, right? It's acknowledged and it's celebrated, right? When you hear Eastern European style in the sport of boxing, J. Kurt 20, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Why Tank Team and Ellaby saying Tank going to be the new face of boxing after Ryan fight? This ain't Floyd and Oscar. They tripping, Blue. They need to stop disrespecting more accomplished fighters. I agree with you. God Greatest was good. Tim Jones was good. And we're going to get into that. He's going to commercially be the face of boxing. Chief was good. Commercial-wise, right? Wild Like Crocodile was good. Commercial-wise, that's what they're talking about. Mo Freeman was good. And we're going to get into that with Coach Calvin Ford, who I have respect for. So it's no slight to him, but I have to call out the obvious and the truth. Tim Jones was good. I have a lot of respect and love for Coach Calvin Ford, but the facts remains is what he said about not fighting Devin Haney should be frowned upon from the bottom of the sport to the top of the sport, and more so in the middle. Let me say it to you again. What he said about not fighting Devin Haney. Shad 1419, my brother, was good. Pugilist Shiznit was good. What he said about not fighting Devin Haney should be frowned upon from the bottom of the sport of boxing to the top of the sport of boxing, and even more so in the middle. You understand? Mr. Jesso 123. I don't take no offense to what you're saying, great brother. Jimmy Torres was good. We having a dialogue and a conversation. I don't take no offense to what you're saying. The world is yours. What's good? Gertz, what's going on? So please understand that, great brother. Yeah, I was about to say, man, who is this dude I wrenched up? But salute to my brother Twiz West Philly. Where you been at, bro? No love for your boy Blue, huh? My brother Twiz West Philly. Jay Grant Jr., Charles McCoy, Rusky Fleelight, what's good? Rick Timms III, my brother, what's good? Josh Smalls, what's good? Just understand that we're a family, great brother. So if you agree with me with everything and I agree with you, something is wrong. We robots. It's when people cross the line of disrespect and name calling and things of that nature, then that's when I have a problem. You understand? I'll debate with you all day. Shy D, GS, GSGA, JN, what's good, great brother? Brandon Williams, what's going on? EJ McCory was good. So what he said about Devin Haney and not fighting Devin Haney, I've seen people in the comment section of said particular video, and People was agreeing. Steven 47 Deuce was good. Easy Bands official was good. He was Pete J Quest was good. There is no more fans of the sport of boxing, people. Here goes Adewale M was good. Michael Laws, what's going on? We got to give an update. There is no more true fans. There's probably 10% of true fans in the sport of boxing today's time. Rodriguez Jackson TV was good. There's probably 10% of fans in the sport of boxing that are true fans of the sport of boxing. Everybody else now is fandom fighters. Spaniard PR was good. They're fandom fighters. Deshaun Ray was good. Or they're fans of people because they represent the county and the culture or wherever they're from. Morgan Bear was good. There is no more fans of the sport of boxing. There's a very small percentage of fight fans. Trice 1983 was good. And BD5 was good. And it explains, right, why I have so many detractors. It even more explains. Oh, salute to you, my brother, West Philly. Appreciate you, brother. Blessings to you. Blessings to you out there, great brother. Living your good life. Jonathan Kurtz was good. So it explains, because there's not many fight fans out there. They're fighter fans. Stanley Bailey was good. There's no more boxing fans. Let me say there's not. Let me not say there's no more. There's a small percentage of boxing fans out there. There's a fans of fighters. Justice Bourne was good. Bo Tang was good. You understand? The Red Death was good. There's not a lot of fans of the sport. There's a lot of fans of fighters and fans of this culture and fans of that. That's what this is turning into. It's Tasha Byers, Peace Buds Queen. How you doing today? Raven Nation was good. When I saw the comment section, it made me sick to my stomach. Tony T was good. Where you have the undisputed, undefeated champion, and you have people in the comment section. When has it been cool to duck and say, I'm not going to fight the undisputed champion because belts don't mean nothing? You are hurting the sport that helps build the lifestyle that you live. Mark Miller, what's good? Let me say it to you again. You are disrespecting the sport that our forefathers and ancestors have built this on. And for how dare you come and say that the belts don't matter because my fame and popularity is more than the belts. When we have fighters, and not just fighters, but people in the African-American community, people in the Mexican community that fought to have to be to a certain place and create history and be respected and acknowledged. And then you turn around and say, well, I got popularity. Daryl Hickenbottom, Otis the Great, was good. I'm popular, so I don't got to fight you for the belts. What are you talking about? Of course you should want to fight for the belts. That's what this sport was built off of. So imagine, I want to give y'all Gabe Moore was good. Let me give y'all some more. John Milley was good. John Doe was good. Imagine players in the NBA saying, I don't play for championships no more. I go to the All-Star game 15 straight years, and I'm making $200, $300 million. I don't need to win an NBA championship. You can't eat NBA championships. You can't eat Super Bowl trophies. You can't eat Super Bowl rings. Imagine a quarterback coming into the NFL saying, I don't care about winning the Super Bowl for my team and my city. Now, these will be the same people. David 11 Adams, let's go. Let me say this to you. Inside Square Circle, my brother King Judah. I want to say this to y'all, and I want y'all to pay attention. These will be the same people that are fans of other team sports and complain about certain players, like the quarterback on that team. Man, this dude ain't trying to win. He ain't trying to do that. Right? But then we'll turn around and say that in the sport. That is a slap in the face of the ancestors. That's a slap in the face of the forefathers. It's a slap in the face to the fans. What are you talking about? West Coast Max was good. What do you mean? You have an undefeated, undisputed champion, and then you say, well, we just going to starve you. I'm confused. I've never heard this before. I'm confused. And no disrespect. Unvaccinated 85 was good. No disrespect, GB Lifetime Vids was good to anybody. Let me make that clear, because I don't want my words to be misconstrued, because that happens a lot. Okay, Kivalev do QC was good. Quattro Losa, my brother, was good. Let me say this to you. When have you heard in any other sport, all of these sports have more respect? This is why all the other sports are more respected than the sport of boxing. Trippy Main 88 was good. This is why other sports are more respected than the sport that you thrive in. Jake Krause was good. The sport that awarded you the lifestyle that you live. Okay, the financial freedom that you have. Okay, and the popularity that you have. You're disrespecting it. Michael H was good. Okay, you're disrespecting the sport. He said the Denzel thought he's, and let's speak of Denzel. Denzel Washington saw Tank Davis at the game, right? And they got a lot of traction. And Denzel's a fan of Tank Davis. Do you know Denzel Washington didn't even know who Ryan Garcia was? He said, "Who you fight next?" As big of news as it is in the boxing world, Denzel's like, "Who you fight next?" He's in L.A. Joe Townsend was good. He's in L.A. Who you fight next? He said Ryan Garcia. He said, "Oh, that's easy work." He don't know who Ryan Garcia is. He probably never watched a full fight of Ryan Garcia in his life. Denzel. He knows Tank Davis off Tank Davis's popularity. He knows Tank Davis off of Tank Davis's popularity. So when has it been cool? Now, I just want to ask y'all this, right? Imagine this, right? Because I need to know, when has it been cool to say, I'm going to freeze out the undefeated, undisputed champion? What? Ruski Freelight was good. Great brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Appreciate you, great brother. West Coast Max was good, Max. Nate Brooks was good. Max was good with you. T Mullers was good. From LA. And they talk about how this fight is going to break records. Denzel's like, who you fight next? What? All this boxing news we got, it's huge to us. This is how much we don't even realize. I want y'all to pay attention to this, okay? Castro was good, great brother. I want y'all to pay close attention to this. It's huge. This boxing news was huge to us, right? It seems enormous. Tori, what's going on? Larry Scott Sr. was good. It seemed enormous to us, didn't it? Man, we finally got a fight. It's huge. Huge news. Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, they finally fighting. We finally got the fight. It seemed huge to us, right? In the sporting world, it was a teardrop in the ocean. No Name was good. Let me say it to y'all again. Titan Scott, Peace West Queen, how you doing today? Kevin Walker, what's going on? To us, No Name, what's going on? To us, Malaya, Peace West Queen, how you doing today? To us, this was a huge news, right? It was enormous to us. We like, man, we getting the massive fight we've been looking for. Can't wait. Marquis, what's going on? Meanwhile, in the rest of the world, they don't even know what's going on. Elijah Johnson was good. Martin Sanders, my brother in Super Chat, said, I think the sport of boxing needs tournaments. I agree. But here's the problem. Our heads, Floyd Mayweather, this is the Floyd Mayweather effect. I said this to Keith Thurman, he got offended. Super Game King was good. We was in Brooklyn, me and Keith Thurman, and I said this to Keith Thurman, and he got offended. And I said it's the Floyd Mayweather effect. And he said, man, what you mean the Floyd Mayweather effect? X, Y, and Z. How could it be the Floyd Mayweather effect, man? Floyd Mayweather made billions in the sport. He did. I'm not knocking what Floyd Mayweather has done. at all whatsoever. What I'm saying to you is this. Alan was good. Dr. RTV was good. Floyd Mayweather, because Floyd Mayweather put so much emphasis on the O, he put so much emphasis on the money. Alan, what's going on? The money he made, right? And the group behind him, the generation behind him, looked at that. NC Tyrant was good. And they looked at not Floyd Mayweather, not Pretty Boy Floyd. They looked at Money Mayweather. Let me say it to you again. They didn't look at Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather. They didn't look at Pretty Boy Floyd. They looked at Money Mayweather. And they following the blueprint of Money Mayweather. And the Floyd Mayweather effect, right? Bradley Carroll was good. The Floyd Mayweather effect has trickled down in some ways in a negative light because people are missing the boat. They forgetting that Floyd Mayweather fought more world champions than anybody in the history of sport of boxing. Floyd Mayweather has the biggest pay-per-views, not because he was just a money man, but because of the reputation and the resume he built from beating guys like Diego Corrales when he was the underdog. From going up in weight and fighting guys like Arturo Gatti. From fighting guys, Gennaro Hernandez early in his career when when people thought it was too early in his career to fight a guy with the experience, the talent, and the pedigree of Gennaro Hernandez, who was a champion. It was too early, right? People said Floyd Mayweather, they making a mistake. They put him in the ring with this guy too early. See, they don't know about Pretty Boy Floyd. They don't know about Money Mayweather. They know about Money Mayweather. They don't know Floyd Mayweather. They don't know Pretty Boy Floyd. They know Money Mayweather. For all they know, Pretty Boy Floyd is the gangster from the mob. You understand? They don't know Floyd Mayweather. They don't know what he did. They don't know these fighters. They don't know guys like Osalina Freitas. They don't even know who that is. They don't know if Floyd Mayweather was the underdog against Diego Corrales. They just know he won the fight. Julius Franklin, what's good? You understand what I'm saying? They don't know about that. And so this is what they do. They adopted the Pretty Boy Floyd. Yeah, they don't know Angel Manfredi. See, they know Money Mayweather. And that trickle-down effect, when Floyd Mayweather started saying stuff, people hold on to all his every beck and word. When he said, you can't eat the belts, they adopted that. Yeah, you can't eat the belt. That was an excuse for them. Biz 0128 was good. Benito Gonzalez Jr. was good. That became an excuse for these people. Master X was good. For these fighters today, that was a way to say, oh, I don't got to fight him because belts don't mean nothing. Q Dinero Deuce was good. If Floyd Mayweather truly stood by that, see, he could say that. You know why? He's a billionaire and he already beat all the world champions. He already beat all these world champions. So now he can sit back and say stuff like that because he already did it for his career. You ain't do it for your career. He did it for his. And then people got to a point where they paid to see him lose, but he did it for his. They don't know. They don't even know why he adopted that chip on his shoulder about the zero, because Jesus Valdez Carranza workout was good. BHTS Go Hard was good. They don't realize, right? They don't realize that chip on his shoulder came from people ducking him. They think that chip, when he said, "Oh, I got an O," and what was that? The May Vinci code, right? Nobody could crack the May Vinci code. You understand? He undefeated. See, they don't know why he developed that mantra. They don't know why he developed that chip on his shoulder when he started to tell people, hey, man, because so many people was betting against him. Addison Pinckney, Christian, what's good with you, nephew? So many people was betting against him. They don't remember that. So it came to the point where he was like, oh, you think I'm going to lose? Oh, you think I'm going to lose? So he adopted it. He wasn't never talking about that in the beginning. Monty Norman was good. You understand? Titan Scott, blessings, Queen. But y'all forgot that so many people was betting against him throughout his career. It became, oh, you think I'm going to lose? I'm going to prove you wrong. Oh, you think I'm going to lose? I'm going to prove you wrong. Oh, he wasn't never worried about losing. That became a thing later on in his career when he realized, oh, people is actually paying to see me lose. Okay, no problem. Let me prove you wrong. That was motivation to fight the best. They ain't trying to fight the best. So how you going to say you're going to freeze out the undisputed champion that's undefeated? Mr. Skinny, what's good? Huh? Oh, we ain't going to let him eat. What you mean? He's already eating. Nicole Greenwood, what's good? What do you mean you're not going to let him eat? He's already eating. He's right behind Tank Davis. Kirk Price was good. He's right behind Tank Davis's grosses. Now I see people talking about, yeah, Ryan Garcia making so much. Ryan Garcia is making money for this fight. He wasn't making big money for those past fights. Let's be real here. Weedy Gonzalez was good. Ryan Garcia made his crumbs outside the sport of boxing, and that's where he made his money. He was not making big money in these fights before this fight with Tank Davis. Let's be real. Say Sear was good. Devin Haney was making more money than Ryan Garcia then, okay, this entire time until he fighting Tank. Hope now was good, great brother. Vin Game was good. Okay, he's making more money than Shakur. It's no slight to them, but it's the truth. He's making more money than Shakur. He's making more money than Teofimo Lopez. He's making more money than Lomachenko. He's making more money than Ryan Garcia. He's making more money than Keyshawn Davis. He's making more money than Boots Ennis. He's making more money than all of these guys, these young crop of fighters that's coming up. So what do you mean you're going to freeze him out and make him starve? How? Dude is already eating. They live in a very comfortable lifestyle. You're saying 007 was good. You upset because the quote unquote antics that he had because they calling you out and they what? If that was the case, Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali would have never fought. Next Star 5-5 was good. I mean, you got to understand something. Joe Frazier gave Muhammad Ali money, and then Muhammad Ali turned around and went in on him. Tank Davis ain't give Devin Haney no money, and then Devin Haney turned around and went in on him. YG Knight, what's going on? And he didn't just go in he didn't just go in on Joe Frazier. He went all the way in on Joe Frazier. Derek Gordon, 16 Deuce Big G was good. He didn't just go in on Joe Frazier. He went all the way in on Joe Frazier to the point where Joe Frazier, when he transitioned, he had an issue with the way Muhammad Ali treated him. So we would have never got those three, the Thriller and Manila. We would not have gotten any of those historic fights if Joe Frazier would have let his feelings get involved and say, I ain't never fighting that dude because of his antics. What are you talking about? And then Joe Frazier, I'll make more money than him anyway. I'm just going to starve him out. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm confused. You're going to starve out the undisputed, and then because the belts don't mean nothing. What? We would have never got. Do you understand that Mitch Green and Mike Tyson physically fought at a club in New York? Mike Tyson and Mitch Green had real serious beef in the streets. Maya Egypt, peace, bless, Queen. How you doing today? Tony T was good. Mitch Green and Mike Tyson had serious street beef that actually they fought in the streets. And they still fought in the ring. So what are you talking about? What antics? And furthermore, Devin ain't saying nothing. He don't say much of nothing. It's Bill promoting the fight. Simple at times was good. Darius Gilliard was good. Bill is doing the talking. What that got to do with Tank? Hey, we're going to starve. Do Bill look like they hungry? That you can starve them out? Do they look like, does Bill and does Devin, I've been to Devin Haney house. Does Devin Haney, and I've been to Bill Haney house. I've been to both of their house. If that's starving, feed me, Seymour. If that's your definition of starving, y'all ain't even hear what I said. I'm going to say it to you again. I've been to Devin Haney house and I've been to Bill Haney house. And I ain't seen no tags on nothing. And if that's their version of starving them out, 6 Jacobs was good. Then please starve me out. Travis touchdown was good. Please, if that's your definition of starving, bruh, have at it. Easy Walters was good. Mr. Sandman 1025 was good. I don't know. I ain't never heard that. That's the definite. Let's starve them out and give them no money. Give them no money. Hey, bro, this is what I'm saying, man. I don't know where this is coming from. Rebel Life Boxing was good. There's no place for this in the sport of boxing. So if you don't like what Bill Haney is doing, settle it in the ring. Jamal Beckham was good. Mana Mansa Musa LLC was good. If that's your definition, go settle it in the ring. Robert Chandler was good. Devin said he beat you in the second sparring session, right? You said you knocked him out. So on and so. Y'all gonna get money. You gonna get money. So you mean to tell me that you gonna get more money fighting Hector Garcia? You gonna get more money fighting Leo Santa Cruz? You getting more money fighting those fighters than you will Devin Haney? Stephen Crosby was good. You get to settle in. That's the beauty of the sport of boxing. You don't like what Bill is saying. You don't like what Devin's saying. You ain't got to lay a finger on Bill Haney. What's the ultimate payback to Bill Haney? Knocking out his son. Let me say it to you again. You ain't got to lay a finger. Southwest Dice was good. You ain't got to let a finger on on Bill Haney to pay him back the ultimate payback. In any walk of life, for any man or woman, right? The ultimate dub 7 deuce was good. 720 was good. What do people always go after in life? If I can't hurt, the best way to hurt you is what? Women and children, right? So what's the best way to pay Bill? You don't like how Bill Haney act and you don't like what he's saying, then knock out his son. You can have essentially your son, quote unquote, and his son run the fade. Since it ain't legal for y'all, and y'all can run the fade for money, for millions. J-Man, what's good? Boxing Man, what's good? Blue Bar on Phenom, what's going on? Y'all can run the fade, settle this in the ring, and get millions of dollars. I seen people in the chat. J. Kurt 20, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said Ellaby also said Ryan is the highest paid fighter in the division other than Tank. Ellaby, no, that's cap. Team Tank sounds like they want no part of Dev. Yeah, Ryan Garcia is definitely not the second highest paid fighter in the sport of boxing in that division. That is not true. That's not. You may be outside the ring from his endorsements, but not from what he's done in the sport of boxing. P. Rich, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Just because you preaching right now, my guy, you need your own show on ESPN so the world can hear this truth you spitting right now. Salute to my brother P. Rich, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. I appreciate you, King. Shad 1419, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said, Blue, quick question. Do you think the zero holds more weight for the black fighters more so than the other ethnicities? Because Pac got losses, as does Canelo, but it didn't seem to affect their growing power. Oh, for sure. Because this is what I was getting to with that, right? Shad 1419. Let me get to this with that, right? The reason Latrell Matthews was going on, Derek Choice was going on. And the reason that being, right? I'm glad you said that, Shad 1419. The reason being is that's what I was getting to earlier, right? Remember I said when you hear Mexican style, what's the first thing that comes to your brain, right? What's this? How they paint the picture in Mexican style? It's viewed as what? Excitement, right? It's celebrated, right? When you say, "Oh, this dude fights Mexican style," that means celebration. That means acknowledgement. That means, oh, this is gonna be a good fight. Oh, you're gonna get an action-packed fight. That's what that means. It's celebrated. When you hear, oh, this fighter has an Eastern European style, right? When you hear this, right? King Ice, what's good? J Man, what's going on? When you hear a fighter has, oh, this fighter has an Eastern European style, what does the indication tell you? Oh, this guy is technically sound. He's fundamentally sound. Essentially, you get a picture of Tim. The Eastern European, they do everything right. They're textbook. Easy Lewin, what's good? Right? They're textbook. That's the picture that they paint. When you hear my brother Bish be megastar in the building, if you got sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, little cousins, friends with kids, have them subscribe to KK Penson TV. My brother Bish be megastar little princess channel. Bish, what's going on, great brother? Now, when you hear African American, we don't even have a style, but we're labeled as a runner, a slick boxer that can box and move and utilize the ring. That's frowned upon. He's called a runner. He's called boring. He don't want to engage, right? He's not a drawer. He don't sell. Jason Howes was good. Benito Gonzalez Jr. was good. Hence the reason, right? When you look at Devin Haney, and why doesn't Ryan Garcia, instead of saying Devin Haney don't sell and Ryan Garcia sells, the bigger question is, why is that? The Michael Laws is good. The bigger question is, why is that? So then they tell you this. Well, that's because the African American, Illis Gorilla was good. That's because the African American community don't support black fighters. Well, maybe you're not doing enough to try to appeal to that community to support the black fighters. Because let me explain something to you. The African American community and the Mexican community is usually in a 2-3 block radius from each other. I know here in New York, right? I know when I go to LA, the Mexican and the black community is intertwined. I know when I live in New York my entire life, I know the Latino community and the black community is intertwined. So how do you sell to one group and not the other? Lexi Wallace, Douglas Cooper, what's good? See, this is what people fail to realize is that when you selling, quote unquote, you're saying 007 was good to the Mexican fan base. Well, there's a lot of black fighters that are mixed into the fight fans that are mixed into that because those communities are intertwined. Derek Choice was good. Now, whether they're going at each other or they're in unity, we're intertwined. I got Steve Fulton winning the fight. So then, how do you quote unquote, and salute to Shad 1419 dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. And please do me a favor. We have 458 people in here, and we have 255 likes. I don't know where they do that at. Miss Joette, peace, bless, queen. How you doing today? Lee Mack, what's going on? George C was good. And I know some African American fighters that sell more than Latino fighters. So what's the difference? Life with Twin B was good. George C was good. George C says, listen to what he says. Bernard Crawford, what's going on? I like to make an example out of people who are fans of fighters. You know, Zay 025, what's good, great brother? One question: do you go to the Golden Gloves fights? I used to when they was in New York. They don't have it no more. George C says, the Stoic was good. George C says, Blue Blood, if you're so mad at Tank, you making video after video using Tank name for views. Make video about Haney, so how many views you get? LOL. Stop the clout chasing. I make videos about Devin Haney. I make videos about Tank Davis. I make videos about everybody because I report on the news in the sport of boxing, not so smart guy. See, this is what happens when you're a fan of a fighter and you're more so intrigued by the way the sweat trickles down his six-pack opposed to being getting your six-pack and supporting the sport of boxing. Copperfield was good. See, that's what happens. You understand? You see, you are more concerned. Chantel Hill was good. You are more concerned, right, what Tank's outfit looking like and how much it costs today than the actual sport of boxing. And why wouldn't I report on the news for Tank Davis? Because he's a big part of the sport of boxing. Why wouldn't I be concerned with? Why wouldn't I make videos about Devin Haney and Lomachenko as well, or Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, or Shakur Stevenson and whomever, or Ryan Garcia, or Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence and Jerron Boots Ennis and Deontay Wilder. And I'm gonna get to that Tyson Fury. What he's doing and ducking Alexander Usyk is absolutely disgusting. What he's doing, dragging on that fight. Ahmad AB was good. King Jose 410 was good. But see, you would know that you wouldn't know that. You know why? Because you're only concerned with clicking on the videos that have Gervonta Tank Davis's name in it. So that's why it appears to you that the only thing I make is videos about Gervonta Tank Davis, because that's the only thing you're concerned with. You see how that works? If you actually was the fan of the sport of boxing, you would pay attention. But when the title says something other than Gervonta Tank Davis, you're not intrigued to click on. Anthony Johnson was good. You see. So then, of course, why would you be privy to know what other videos I have made? And then he says you do it for clicks and views. No, I do. I don't know how many clicks and views it's going to get when you upload it. Unfortunately, not so smart guy. You don't know how many. Derry Choice was good. I don't know how many likes it's going to get, how many clicks it's going to get. It could do 1 million. It might do 100,000. It might do 10,000. It might do 5,000. It might do 4,000. I don't know what it's going to do. You see what happens, not so smart guy? Be concerned with the sport of boxing and not a fighter. Overall. That work out better for you. It'll work out better for you. Robert Chandler, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. He said, Blue, I got the feeling that PBC going to have a lot of stipulations for Haney to do in order to secure that Tank fight, rehydration clause, etc. With Tank facing possible jail time, is it realistic they won't fight until 147? No. Now, let me say this, right? Eric Green, what's going on? And salute to my brother Robert Chandler. Rolly, what's going on? How can Tank fight at 147 when he don't even want to fight a guy that's fighting at 140 at his full weight? You can't. What are you going to do? Put a rehydration clause on welterweights? That's not possible. It's not possible. And then here's another thing, right? I don't like, right? Nobody liked it when Oscar De La Hoya, Charles McCoy was good. Nobody liked it when Oscar De La Hoya, he said, that's now, Blue. Charles McCoy. He said, that's now, Blue. Well, you telling me that in the next year or so, Tank is going to suddenly grow above 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach? He's a little guy. Rodney War Eagle was good. He's not going to suddenly wake up tomorrow and be a welterweight. Right, he fought Mario Barrios, right? Haney's not the A side because it's a popularity contest, Hulk now. Rightfully so. But you still have to fight that man. See, I remember when we was complaining about Oscar not fighting Floyd and Shane Mosley not fighting Floyd. And now suddenly, when the ball's in their court, now they want to tell everybody, well, you got to do this to fight Tank. You got to do that. You got to like, I don't understand that. You should want to make a change in the sport of boxing. When it was being done to you, you didn't like it. So now you have the mantle. You have the torch. Make a change when you get the torch. Don't go ahead and continue the same process that was set before to you that you didn't like. And the fans didn't like it. Floyd Mayweather complained about how Oscar De La Hoya did him. And listen, I agreed to all the terms because I knew once I win, I'm gonna be. So you should be looking to make a change to the sport, not continuing the same practices. Not continuing the same practices. You should be looking at, let me make a change in the sport of boxing that I love. Because this, when it was being done to me, this was trash. Anthony Davis was good. See, when Acelina Freitas, Miguel Cotto, Shane Mosley, Prince Nassim Hamed, Joe Casamayor, these dudes, when they did it to Floyd Mayweather, it was frowned upon. Mike the Mobile Mechanic. Salute to Oakland. When it was being done to Floyd Mayweather, it was frowned upon. It was frowned upon. Now it's cool to do it to other people when you get the mantle, when you get the torch. Stephen Crosby was good. Marquis was good. Why is it cool to do it? No, you should be trying to make a change. Hey, bro, when this was, we ain't gonna do that. And you still gonna make money. You still gonna make money. You ain't gonna not make money. You still gonna make money. So when he fought Holt, now he fought Mario Barrios at 140. Now I don't know if they had a rehydration clause or whatever. Maybe they did, and it wasn't publicized. Maybe Mario Barrios was like, man, whatever, man. Mario Barrios is not in the same boat, in the same shoes as Ryan Garcia. You understand? Mario Barrios didn't cover the same weight. So Mario Barrios just was happy to be there. That's not Ryan Garcia. He's not just happy to be here. He's like, man, listen, man, these stipulations and these things that they put on me, it was trash, and I did everything to make this fight. No Country was good. Yeah, they are. Punch Out was good. He said Mario Barrios was 152 the night of the fight. So that means they let him gain at least 12 pounds. But Ryan Garcia can't. Smash the like button, people. Get the likes all the way up. We should have 500 likes right now. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Get the likes all the way up. We should have 500 likes right now. Lee Mack was good. So I don't understand the notion to say, yeah, well, we just going to freeze him out. Cedric Walker was good. Why? That's emotional trait. Michael Garner was good. Furious Process was good. If anything, you should be saying, I can't wait to get to Devin Haney and shut them up. Why would you say you want to freeze them out? You should be saying, I can't wait to get to them. And then this is the thing. You had these minions because that's what they are. The truck driving game was good. It's no slight to nobody, but I got to tell the truth. Oh, yeah, you right, man. You right. He shouldn't fight Devin Haney. That's what I was saying. He should make him fight Shakur Stevenson first. Yeah. Make him fight Shakur Stevenson. And he beat him. And once you beat Shakur Stevenson, yeah. I saw the people in the chat. Man, make him fight Shakur Stevenson. So let me get this straight. Devin Haney wins undisputed. Devin Haney beats Lomachenko, who's more decorated than anybody Tank or Devin has fought up until this point. Let's say Devin Haney then fights and has to fight and beat Shakur Stevenson. Well, then that should make Devin Haney close to the A side now, right? Because ain't nobody got a record. If he beat Lomachenko, he got undisputed and beat Shakur Stevenson. Well, wouldn't that put him in the driver's seat? Maybe no saying what's going on, Greg? I always do. I pay for pay-per-views when the fight comes around. Jerry Choice, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Last year Boston was dry, and this year we have so many amazing fights to see and look forward to. We may get 3 undisputed fights this year. I hope so. Jerry Choice dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. I hope that be the case. Moses Guzman was good. Let's not count our eggs before they hatch. Giovanni Walker, Junior Flores was good. You understand? Let's not count our eggs before they hatch. Sounds good. T Bugs, what's going on, great brother? God Gotti, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. My boy Blue Tank gonna drop Ryan in the 8th round. I think he's gonna knock him out in the 11th. Chino Blaine, what's good? I just see Ryan making a grave mistake somewhere along the line, and Tank is going to make him pay. So Devin Haney wins undisputed, beats Shakur, Lomachenko, and Kambosos twice in Australia for undisputed. He beat Gamboa as well. He beat Jorge Linares, right? With that resume, you should be going to the table talking about 50-50, right? Oh, but no, it's a popularity contest, right? It's not actually what you achieved in the sport. It's about popularity. I want y'all to understand, and selling tickets is important. For sure, you garner a lot of money, a lot of attention, a lot of momentum. You should get a massive chunk of the money. For sure, I'm with you. But I want to put you. That's why I always use other sports to put it in context for you guys to get a clear picture of how silly it sounds. Because imagine if other sports it was based off of that, right? When you go to the negotiation table, let's say the 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 Yankees was playing the I don't know the Dodgers in a championship game. They have close to the same record, but the Dodgers actually achieved more. Well, the Yankees have achieved more, and the Dodgers popularity, right? And they like we in the World Series. Who's going to have home field advantage? Jaguar Tatum was good. Well, huh? Tara Sims, peace, bless, Queen. How you doing today? Furious Process was good. There should be other ways and avenues to decipher this, and I'm not opposed to it, right? That one side is a massive draw for sure, but the other side that accomplished a lot. Timothy A. Akbar III was good. Needs to be respected because you have some legends. Joe Frazier wasn't the draw Muhammad Ali was, but he was a fighter like Muhammad Ali, and he beat Muhammad Ali. Okay, when you look at this, right? Obviously, we know Floyd Mayweather. He wasn't the draw at the time Oscar De La Hoya was. But when people realize, oh, wait a minute, he's just as good of a fighter, if not better, and then he beat Oscar De La Hoya, well, he took over. Right? Sometimes it don't have nothing to do with Dwayne Massano was good. It has a lot to do with your exposure. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes it has a lot to do with timing. Right? Tank Davis, he had Floyd Mayweather co-signing him. You understand? Floyd Mayweather co-signed Gervonta Tank Davis. You understand what I'm saying? And he put him on the big as co-main event. And Tank Davis, he lived up to the billing. He lived up to it. He held up his end of the bargain. But at some point in time, we got to respect the sport. At some point in time, you got to respect the sport. So saying, hey, I would just freeze him out or starve him out. That's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. You owe it to the fans for the best to fight the best. What are you talking about? Well, Devin Haney is one of the best, if not the best lightweight in the world. Prove that you're the best. Yeah, but we sell more tickets than him. That's a popularity contest. That has nothing to do with the sport of boxing. Right? Ryan Garcia has more social media and more endorsements than Tank Davis. Is he more accomplished than Tank Davis? Timothy A. Akbar III say, you just mad, Blue. What am I mad about? Yeah, I am mad. You're right. Because I'm a fan of the sport of boxing before anything. So when you have fighters that the best fight not getting the best fights because they're talking about popularity and tickets, right? Mr. Holmes was good. Of course I'm mad because I'm a true fan of the sport of boxing. I'm not like you. Mr. Holmes was good. We're two different breeds to this sport. I'm not like you. So you're right. I am mad. I don't like when I hear people say, "Oh, I don't want to fight this guy because he don't sell tickets." Yeah, no, I'm a fan of the sport of boxing, brother. I don't know about you, but I invest my money in the sport of boxing. I don't know about you, but when I go to a seafood restaurant, I'm not going there for steak. I'm going there for seafood. So if I come there with seafood money, I want seafood. Don't give me steak because of seafood. And tell me, well, this is just as good as seafood. No, no, it's not. I came here for seafood, brother. So you spending your hard-earned dollars because you're a fan of a fighter, opposed to being a fan of the sport of boxing. See, let me tell you something. I keep telling y'all this, and let me tell you it again. Okay, in the next 5 to 10 years, more than likely, Devin Haney may still be fighting. He'll be 34. In 10 years, Tank Davis at 38 ain't gonna be boxing. Watch this now. Lee Mack, what's going on? Timothy A. Akbar III. Dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He says, I'm a bigger fan than you. Show me your pay-per-view receipts. Going back to the 90s. Man, stop playing with me. I've been supporting boxing. You just rooting for Devin. Somebody inform this guy of my history. Clearly, he don't know what he's talking about. Please, somebody help this brother out. I have family that's fighters. I live with fighters. What are you talking about? My grandmother was friends with Muhammad Ali. My mother is friends with trainers. What are you talking about, brother? You need to go do your research on me. Go do your research on me. And then come back and talk to me, brother. Because that just sounds silly. And my receipts from the 90s. You ain't got no pay-per-view receipts from the 90s, brother. What are you talking about? Where's your pay-per-view receipts from the 90s? Marquis was good. You don't even know what you're talking about. My mother is close friends with trainers, boxers. I live with boxers. My grandmother's friends with Muhammad Ali. Larry Hazard is my uncle. Armstrong Consultant was good. What is this dude talking about? Charles Gilliam was good. He said, I watch you, but sometimes you overdo it on tape. What did I overdo? Please explain to me. I'm not like y'all. I'm a fan of the sport of boxing. So tell me, what did I overdo? And I didn't say nothing Tank said. I'm talking about what Coach Calvin said, and I'm talking about the tension that this fight has caused. So what did I overdo, brother? He said people agree with me. I don't care if people agree with you or not. David Freeman was good. Why do I care if people agree with you or not? Sherman Callan was good. I could care less, brother. I live my own life. I live with Olympic gold medalists. What is you talking about? And world champions. I live with Olympic gold medalists and world champions. My mother's close friends with a lot of boxers and trainers, and she don't even watch the sport of boxing. That in itself should tell you what you're talking about. That in itself should have you stop talking. Sherman Callahan was good. No problem, Crown Holder. I appreciate you. I'll take the title. Thank you. He said Don King is my uncle, so know who you're talking to. Cool. So that means I don't know sport of boxing because Don King is your uncle? Or that means my pedigree in the sport of boxing is short because Don King is your uncle? I see common sense is not so common. Like, so what if Bob Arum was my uncle? Does that make you more qualified about the sport of boxing? Or is equal? Randall 700 was good. Who cares? You said that I don't know the sport of boxing. You said that I forgot. Mr. Shav 81 was good. You mad at the truth. Don't be mad at the truth, brother. It's okay. The bottom line is Tim Sutton is wild. Only in America. Only in America, Monty Normie. Only in America. I don't care if you hear me talking. Of course you hear me talking. I'm sitting here doing a show. Why wouldn't you hear me talking? I should hope so. If you sitting here watching me and you can't hear me, no slight to people that can't hear. Maybe you're a lip reader or something, but if you can't hear me talking, then why would you be sitting there and watching me? Of course you hear me talking. Texas, what's going on? Hey man, I watch more boxing than you. Okay. What's the judge for that? Hope now, my brother in the super chat dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said about a year ago you did a move and you was dropping little hints. I look at my wife and I said, I bet Blue related to Ali in some way. Respect, OG. Salute to my brother Hope now in the super chat dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. I'm not related to Muhammad Ali or anything of that nature, but my grandmother sure knew Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X and a lot of people. My grandmother knew Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. She went to UCLA and NYU. Kenneth Busser Move, my brother. What's good with you, King? Salute to my brother Kenneth Busser Move, man. You already know. Drop that info in the chat so the people could go support my brother Kenneth Busser Move. I still got to make it down there, great brother. Keep saying I'm gonna make it down there, and I have yet to make it down there. That's terrible, bro. Yeah, but I live with Olympic gold medalists. I live with world champions. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? I don't know the sport of boxing. Of course I know the sport of boxing. What are you talking about? Yeah, I know the sport of boxing. And as far as you being a fan longer than me, maybe if you was alive longer than me, you was a fan more than me. But just because you're a fan of the sport of boxing, let's say you outdate me in the sport. I've been a fan 10 years before you. Or that don't make you a smarter fan than me or knowledgeable than me. I know more about the sport of football than many people. Trust me. Go support my brother Kenneth Busser Move, man. 7-5 Caddy Drive, Fort Washington, Maryland. 2744. Go support my brother Kenneth Busser Move, man. Martinis, man. Go to Martinis if you're in that Fort Washington, Maryland area, man. Or even if you're not and you're able to get there, go to 7-5 Caddy Drive, Fort Washington, Maryland. 2744. Martinis, my brother Kenneth Busser Move. What's good with you, King? I just pinned it up in the chat. It's pinned up right there. Alan Maddox was good. So, yeah. So, yeah, man, I know more about the sport than you. I know more. Why? Well, so tell me, how about this, Mr. Akbar? I'll send you the link. Robert Chandler, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. I feel you, Blue, but Tank and his team have been adamant they don't care about the belt, and as long as he wins, not sure if there will be enough heat placed on Tank like De La Hoya was to fight Floyd. I understand. Kirk Jones, what's going on? Right? Yeah, Alan Max, I gotta go in, great brother. I gotta go in. Calls Malagon, what's good? Hope Nell said he just made that page yesterday, so he made that page solely hoping. Hey, Hope Nell, he made that page solely. Oh, my brother Zab was down there. Yeah, I seen you with the picture. That's my brother right there, man. That's my brother, man. Salute to Zab, man. That's my guy right there, man. Teach, what's going on? That's my guy. Zab is my guy, man. That's my guy right there. Salute to Zab. Yeah, he a great dude, man. Great dude. Real dude. 10 toes down. T-Time, what's good? Real good dude, man. So Hope now, he made that page yesterday solely in hopes that I go live today so he could come here and say what he said. Teach, what's good? So he could come in and be like, yeah, I told you. I knew it. Like, bro, what are you talking about? LeVar Cooper was good. All I'm saying to you, y'all, somebody tell me it don't make sense. Like, what am I saying to you? Says that, you know, I'm saying something bad. I'm saying that the best should fight the best. You have the first undisputed lightweight champion to hold all 4 major sanction belts in the history of the sport of boxing. He's going into a major fight against Vasyl Lomachenko. He beats Vasyl Lomachenko. He beats Vasyl Lomachenko. Charlie Contreras, peace, bless, Queen. How you doing today? How you feeling, King, Queen? He said, "What's a link?" Oh yeah, you an old timer. Weedy Gonzalez was good. You an old timer. So now he beats Vasyl Lomachenko. Devin Haney, Tank Davis beats Ryan Garcia. You have the undisputed champion, and doesn't that validate? Doesn't that validate it? Doesn't that validate that fight? BVG Trey was good. And on top of that, he said, Kirk Jones, my brother, he said, Blue, like the way you've been reporting the fight, I'm a Tank fan, but you do speak the truth, brother. Salute, appreciate you. Mr. Giggles was good. Doesn't it validate Tank fighting the undisputed champion, whether do you care about the belts or not? Y'all have a history. Devin Bell was good, great brother. Y'all have a storyline. You have a deeper storyline in history with Devin Haney than you do any other of the fighters right now. Blue on Eminem Stan was good, great brother. Noel Jordan was good. You have there's a storyline in the history with you and Devin Haney that's even deeper than any other fighter that you're fighting. You understand what I'm saying? You can sell the fight. And he's the undisputed champion. And we're going to finally say, now imagine they signed the fight. Right now, I want y'all to understand this. Imagine they signed the fight. And Tank said, because ES News, Ellie Setback has the tape, right? He has the tape, Ellie Setback, right? And so now, imagine this. Imagine they go into that fight, right? And when they go into that fight, they both sign off and agree, hey man, let's show the two sparring sessions. Whether they like each other or not. They show the 2 sparring sessions. I'm just hypothetically speaking, right? You know. But to build up the fight, they show the sparring sessions, right? Imagine how much traction and how much interest that is going to garner, regardless of who won the sparring session or not. Imagine what that does for the viewers and the interest for that fight. Imagine. And what better way than you get to knock out Devin Haney and you ain't got to hear Bill no more, right? Imagine that. Imagine Tank Davis knocks out Devin Haney. Imagine that. Dwayne was saying to my brother, he said, Blue, do you think this could be a way to wait Devin out since he's outgrowing division? Yeah, but he's younger than him. So Tank eventually going to have to move up or he's going to be a career 35-pounder. He's going to be a career 35-pounder. That's a possibility. But for the most part, eventually, Tank is going to move up, right? But imagine you fight Devin Haney and you knock him out. What else can Bill say? What can Devin Haney say? Nobody can say nothing. And if he's such an easy fight, like everybody says, he's an easy fight, right? He don't. They should knock him out easy and get a bag. It's a free bag. Bruce Williams, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a. Excuse me. Bruce Williams and the brother in the super chat dropping that dub on your boy Blue. Kyle L, what's good? Salute to Bruce Williams dropping that dub on your boy Blue. So imagine what that does. J-Man, what's good? But they said, imagine Devin beats Tank. He won't hear the end of it, Bill. He said, imagine Devin beats Tank. He won't hear the end of Bill. He sure won't. Quincy Carter was good. And that's what I think the holdup is. John Leonard was good. Because you can't tell me that they ain't going to make money. Come on, man. You can't tell me that Devin versus Tank for Undisputed and the history and the storyline ain't going to sell. DJ, what's good, great brother? How you feeling? Salute to my brother DJ. You can't tell me that's not going to sell. I don't care what they ain't going to make no money. Come on, man. NC Tyrant, what's good? You can't tell me that fight ain't going to sell. You can't tell me that. Deveron Peace, what's good? Blue owns Eminem Stand. My brother in the super chat, he said Blue Tank cherry picking like Floyd and Canelo. Floyd and Canelo didn't cherry pick. I know that's the narrative right now on Canelo, but Canelo actually didn't cherry pick. He started Howie T was good. He started doing this. Floyd definitely didn't cherry pick his way through his career. Punch Out, what's going on? Floyd didn't cherry pick, and Canelo, quote unquote, started being more strategic with his choice of opponents lately, because earlier he fought Lara, Austin Trout, Floyd Mayweather. He fought the best two fighters in the division at the time, and he fought Floyd Mayweather. He really thought he was going to beat Floyd Mayweather. You understand what I'm saying? So, and he fought Erislandy Lara. Jesse Silva was good. Chachin was good. He fought Erislandy Lara. He fought Floyd Mayweather. He fought Austin Trout in unification bout. And then he started being strategic with his choice of opponents. He got better at choosing his opponents because of style matchups. That's what happened. The style matchups started to see Canelo like, hey, man, maybe we should stay away from this style, that style. You understand what I'm saying? Well, Floyd Mayweather, he definitely didn't cherry pick nobody. That might be the biggest myth in the sport of boxing history, that Floyd Mayweather is a cherry pick. That is a lie. That, my great brother, is not the truth. Okay? I'm saying when they became the draw, started to pick and choose. The Canelo, you may be able to put that label, but not even Floyd. What happened with Floyd was when he got to a certain level, he got so big that it was not acceptable to fight certain fighters. The demand and the fans public just wouldn't accept him fighting certain fighters. So Floyd Mayweather got to a point where when he fought Berto, he was 39 years old. El Rivy was good. When he fought Berto, it was over. That was a victory lap. That wasn't no real boxing. I mean, it was a real fight, but they had a personal gripe that Floyd wanted to say. So you got to understand, there was some history between him and Berto. They had some personal history between the two, and that Andre Berto revealed some of that. It was over a girl, and it was a lot. Remember, Andre Berto and Floyd Mayweather was supposed to fight before. Remember, they were setting up the Floyd fight with Andre Berto when when Berto was supposed to fight Shane Mosley. Okay. When they fought, when he was supposed to fight Shane Mosley, and then they had the earthquake in Haiti, and then the fight got canceled. Okay. That's when Berto was undefeated. Him and Shane Mosley was supposed to fight, and they didn't fight. And now that I look back, I think Shane Mosley might have won that fight. But the fight didn't happen. It didn't happen because of the earthquake. And then he came back, and then he fought Victor Ortiz, and then he lost in that exciting fight of the year fight. And when he lost to Victor Ortiz, well, then Floyd Mayweather ended up fighting. Tom Rice was good. He ended up fighting Victor Ortiz. But remember now, they had a history. Floyd was trying to make that fight with Berto for quite some time because they have a personal history. And Berto lost. He dropped the bag. He dropped the fight. And then once it got to a time where even Berto had his last victory, it gave Floyd Mayweather a victory lap fight and an excuse to take the fight. And so he took the fight with Berto right at that point in time. That's why he did that. 619 Cali Factor was good. Yeah, Berto revealed that it was over Miss Jackson. R. Stokes, Lord Sweat Real was good. That was a personal situation. And Floyd Mayweather personally, because he couldn't do it, he did it legally. He wanted to put his hands on Berto, and he was able to legally put his hands on Berto. Yeah. That's what he wanted to do because they had a personal gripe. And he's like, you know what? I get to put my hands on this dude and get paid. That's what I'm going to do. Remember when the fight, Floyd Mayweather was talking to Berto's wife in the crowd and licking his tongue at her and teasing her. You understand? Salute to B More. That was a personal situation. That's why. And it was a victory. That was the perfect fight and scenario for Floyd to justify even fighting that dude. You know what I'm saying? Berto said it himself. Like, he was surprised when they got them. When Al called me, he was like, hey, man, Floyd wanted to fight you. He was like, Floyd wanted to fight Berto so bad. Floyd the Dream Stevenson was good. Then I heard this from other sources that told me that co-signed and said, yeah, Floyd ain't like, but he don't like Andre Berto. Remember, Berto said from the beginning, they were saying that remember they was making the comparisons as Andre Berto gonna be the next Floyd Mayweather, so on and so forth. And he said he felt like Floyd Miller started taking offense to it. And then when that situation happened with Floyd, with Berto and Miss Jackson, it really took off. You know what I'm saying? And Berto said that it was so it got to a point it was so personal. He said it was so personal. It got to a point where it was so personal that he said that the day after Floyd beat Manny Pacquiao, he said that he didn't even celebrate his victory over Manny Pacquiao. It was the same day or something. And they was calling Berto, telling Berto, hey, Floyd want to fight you. He was like, what? Dude didn't even finish. Big Block was good. He didn't even celebrate his win over Manny Pacquiao. And he already talking about fighting me. That's how personal it was. One love, what's going on? So when we talk about the Andre Berto situation, that was personal. They ain't had nothing to do with it. He just wanted to legally put his hands on Berto, and he was able to do it and get a check for it. That's what happened with that. But as far as cherry picking his fights, no, he got to a point. The Manny Pacquiao fight was held up because of Manny Pacquiao. Shane Mosley, Oscar De La Hoya, those dudes was the ones that ducked him, right? William Bradley was good. Keep in mind when Shane Mosley had his big, oh, Shane, you gonna fight Floyd Miller? I got a toothache. I got to go to the dentist, and I gotta go on vacation with my wife, and then I'll think it over. He should fight Antonio Margarito. You know who Floyd should fight? He should fight. That's what Shane Mosley said. You know who he should fight? He should fight Margarito. That would be a good fight. Shane Mosley turned into a matchmaker suddenly. Oscar De La Hoya simply flat out said he was too high of a risk with too low a reward. He don't bring nothing to the table. Miguel Cotto watched Floyd Mayweather beat Henry Brucella's ringside, and Bob Arum was like, yeah, nah. They was trying to make the fight with Floyd and Miguel Cotto at that time. And they made that Henry Brucella's fight. Henry Brucella's and Miguel Cotto was close friends. They fought similar. And that was a test run to see how that style play out. And when Floyd went in there talking about dominating Henry Brucella's the way he did, they was like, yeah, you know what? Then Bob Arum, top rank, was like, yeah, we might not want to make that fight happen right now. So they stepped away from that fight. Joel Casamayor, he simply ducked Floyd Mayweather. Okay. Prince Nassim Hamed, he flat out ducked Floyd Mayweather to the point where, Larry Merchant and Floyd Mayweather is oil and water. They don't get along for nothing. Okay? They don't get along for nothing. They can't get along. They are oil and water. Oil and water. You understand? So you got to understand there's a lot of people, Larry Merchant was like doing the interview, and Larry Merchant is like, man, Prince Nassim Hamed is ducking Floyd Mayweather. And if Larry Merchant say that and praise Floyd Mayweather, Prince Nassim is ducking that fight. Larry Merchant said Prince Nassim Hamed was ducking Floyd Mayweather. Well, you know he was ducking then, because Larry Merchant ain't supporting nobody, especially not Floyd Mayweather. If Larry Merchant say Prince Nassim is ducking and Shane Mosley is ducking, remember, Larry Merchant was the one that conducted the interview, and Shane was, I got a toothache. Larry Merchant was like, will you finally fight Floyd Mayweather? Well, Larry, I got a toothache. I got to go on vacation. He said he should fight Margarito. Larry Merchant like, we ain't talking about Margarito. We talking about you. Will you fight for him? He ain't want no parts of it. They ain't want no parts of Floyd. Diego Corrales fought Floyd Mayweather. See, this is what, let me drop a little bit of gem on y'all. Howie T, my brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. I hope the second half of the 2023 schedule is just as good. Me too, great brother. Chill Time Major, what's good? See, y'all may not understand this. Let me give you a quick rundown, right? Morgan Bear, what's going on? Nobody was trying to fight Floyd Mayweather, right? And it was an ongoing thing. It was like Jerome Boots Ennis today's time, okay? Anthony Davis was good. When was he going to fight Errol Spence? Come on, man. Stop it, man. Y'all just be saying stuff. When Jay Blizzy was good, he could have fought him. He said he could have fought Margarito, Spence and Thurman, Martinez, Garcia, Brook. Come on, man. Man, y'all just be throwing out names just for the sake of it. Just for. Please stop. Donald Hawkins, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Salute to my brother Donald Hawkins, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Furthermore, let me tell y'all something. Floyd Mayweather has been a man of his word in the sport of boxing. Black Dilemma was good. The non-goblin was good. Floyd Mayweather has been a stand-up dude and a man of his word in the sport of boxing. When Floyd Mayweather say, I'm going to fight this man, he fought that man. You understand? Okay, so now he gave Keith Thurman and essentially Errol Spence and Sean Porter. Sean Porter has admitted this too, and that's my guy. Salute to Sean Porter. He gave Sean Porter and Keith Thurman and them the same ultimatum. You fight and beat Errol Spence, I'll fight the winner. We know he's a man of his word because he stayed true to it. He did it before. Okay? He's done it before. Easnam won. What's good? They didn't want to do it. Okay? Kell Brook, please stop. Nobody cares about what Kell Brook. Okay? And Antonio Margarito, they was pricing him out. They didn't want to give him the money he was looking for. And we know Margarito was a cheat anyway. He was cheating in the sport, allegedly, right? And do you really think that Floyd was avoiding a Margarito? That style is tailor-made for him. We got to be realistic when we say things. You understand? Margarito's style is tailor-made. If he fought Diego Corrales, what makes you think he was avoiding Antonio Margarito? If you don't know about Diego Corrales, Chico Corrales, the late, great, legendary Diego Chico Corrales. Tap, what's going on? If you don't know, look at his record when he fought Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather was the underdog in that fight. He was the underdog. Okay? Floyd Mayweather was the underdog in that fight. And George Foreman even said, I don't know why Floyd Mayweather took this fight. He ain't have nothing to prove. Okay? Punch out was good. So if you believe that Margarito style presented more of a challenge than Diego Corrales, then you are not being realistic and you don't understand the sport of boxing. And why would Floyd Mayweather be avoiding Margarito? Come on, be realistic. Margarito's style is tailor-made for him. And then you said Sergio Martinez. He was 154, 160 pounder. Everybody want Floyd Mayweather to go above and beyond his limits. You want to put him in King Lee Elliott. What's good? You want to put him in no-win situations just to see him lose, right? People started talking about Sergio Martinez. Now he was ducking Sergio Martinez. He was ducking Paul Williams. Y'all got to stop with the nonsense. I have a whole interview with Paul Williams where Paul Williams told me to myself, and he had no reason to make up a story. Paul Williams said, listen, Floyd Mayweather didn't duck me. I didn't duck Floyd Mayweather. We had multiple conversations, and we stated that when the right time comes, we'll face each other. That's what he said. So why did suddenly, well, what are you going to say? Well, Floyd was ducking Paul. Y'all don't know what you're talking about. When it came to him and Margarito, they didn't want to pay Floyd Mayweather. Bob Arum didn't want to pay him. So he was like, whatever. He fought Diego Corrales. He fought Gennaro Hernandez already up in the, come on, man, be realistic. He wasn't avoiding Margarito. He had no reason to duck Margarito. Margarito presented no challenge for Floyd Mayweather. DeAndre Carey, what's going on? Trust me. And Floyd Mayweather knew that. He wanted the money. Mr. Charismatic, what's good? Big Cup of Joe, what's good? Floyd just wanted to get paid for the fight, period. I'm getting underpaid out here. Pay me like I weigh. They didn't want to pay that man. Period. Brooklyn Life, what's good? Man, Floyd would have dominated Margarito. That wouldn't even been a close fight, man. Come on, man. Gunner Heck, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, Blue, you my guy. Careful with the Mexican label you put on Ryan's, though. That's like saying Tank is African boxer's superstar. Well, he is. Ryan is a Mexican-American boxer. He take pride in that. So does all of them. Blue, you missed the super chat. Black Dilemma. I did? Where? Salute the Gunner Heck. Appreciate you, great brother, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. I just call a spade, man. You know what I'm saying? Alan Maddox, Donald Hawkins. I got Alan. Oh, I did miss Alan Maddox. Sure did. Salute to my brother Alan Maddox in the super chat, dropping that half a good on your boy Blue. He said, Blue off subject, but has Marty Moose been snooping around here lately so he can cut, edit, confuse, and take out your content? And take out the content, what you say for his goofy narrative to promote his white channel? Just asking. I haven't seen him around, brother. I haven't seen him around. Salute to my brother Alan Maddox, dropping that half a good on your boy Blue. Yeah, man, it just was getting ridiculous, bro. Alan, it was getting ridiculous, great brother. I think Tyson Fury is too big for Usyk. What was they trying to stick? Why was he trying to stick Spence on Thurman or Porter when he could have beat him himself? Do you think Bradley or Spartafaro could have been candidates? He was doing that because Floyd Mayweather has to justify. No one, J. Pitty City, my brother. He said Canelo have been on my heels on Twitter, man. Oh, I already know. Junior 420 was good. Salute to my brother, No One, J. Pitty City. What's good with you, King? I already know. But the brother said that why was he trying to stick Spence on Thurman and Porter? Because he had to justify fighting one of them. They have done nothing at that time. Nothing that says that, you know, I never heard DOG 215 was good. The reason being is because Floyd Mayweather had to justify fighting one of those guys on pay-per-view and selling it to you. That's why he always liked to fight the guy coming off the biggest win of his career, because it was sellable to you, the fans. He can sell that to you, the fans. Now he can say, hey, this dude just did X, Y, and Z, but he can't do that with Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, and Errol Spence at that time. They wasn't a big deal for him to sell to you, the fans, on pay-per-view for $75 or $80. So what was the best way for him to do it? You will go ahead and fight each other. The best man wins is justified, just like he did Victor Ortiz. Victor Ortiz knocked out. Yeah, it is, DJ. It truly is. Victor Ortiz knocked out Andre Berto, who was a hot commodity. What did he fight? What did he do? He fought Victor Ortiz because Victor Ortiz was hot. He stayed true to who he was. So Floyd Mayweather stayed true. He stood on his square. If you fight and beat that man, I'm gonna fight you. He told Canelo Alvarez, you fight and beat Austin Trout, that's a justifiable win because he had beat Shane Mosley and what's his name? Alfredo Gonzalez or Gomez. He had beat, some guys like that, Kermit Cintron, but he didn't beat no true big name fighters. You understand? So he told Canelo, you go ahead, fight and beat Austin Trout, who's considered Austin Trout had beat Miguel Cotto. It was a unification bout. It justifies me fighting you. Canelo beat Austin Trout. What did Floyd Mayweather do? He fought Canelo. He fought Canelo. Give him more 360. It was good. You understand? That's how he operated once he got to a certain level because he knew what fans was and was not going to pay for. If Floyd Mayweather just said, I'm fighting Keith Thurman, people would have been like, who? Keith Thurman is a big deal in the sport of boxing at that time. He was rising. He wasn't there. He was coming up. Okay. Keith Thurman was coming up. And so he was making a name for himself. He became the mandatory for the belts, but he wasn't a big household name. He wasn't a pay-per-view name. He wasn't a mainstream name. To fight Floyd Mayweather, you had to justify that. So Floyd Mayweather like, all right, Keith, you fight and beat Errol Spence and Sean Porter. All right, well, I gotta fight this dude. He the next generation. Keith Thurman said no. So he didn't fight him. It wasn't mean that he was avoiding him. It financially didn't make sense for him in his stage of his career. It didn't make sense for him at that stage of his career to fight a Keith Thurman and don't be successful for the money he was looking for. See, the money he was looking for to garner at that point in time didn't justify fighting Keith Thurman. He want $50 million. I'm not paying you $50 million to fight Keith Thurman. You understand? So that's what y'all got to understand. You have to take that into account. And think, if Keith Thurman and Sean Porter wasn't a big deal, Errol Spence definitely wasn't a big deal. Because he's made his name after them. So he definitely wasn't a big deal. Sergio Martinez didn't make sense. Right? So y'all got to understand. That's why he said, listen, you fight him and beat him, then I'll fight you. They said no. Why? That would have gave them that give you the opportunity to fight Floyd Mayweather. I could fight Keith Thurman in a big fight. If you Keith Thurman, I could fight Errol Spence or Sean Porter in a big fight. That's a big fight in itself. I could fight one of them in a big fight. And then I still could come back and get the biggest fight of my career when I win and fight Floyd Mayweather. Man, come on, man. Come on. It just makes sense. Like, please, you got to understand. Fighting. If you Keith Thurman at the time, you fight Sean Porter or you fight Errol Spence at that time and you beat them, right? You got to understand the promotion for that is for the winner's going to fight Floyd Mayweather. So you know how much money that Keith Thurman, you understand? Y'all got to understand what would have been at stake for them to be able to, to fight Floyd. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. It would have been the same thing as Canelo telling David Morrell Jr. to fight David Benavidez, and they'll give you the fight today. Right. I'm David. They chomping at the bit, DJ. Man, come on, man. You tell David Benavidez, hey, y'all fight each other, and Canelo Alvarez is guarantee you the fight, and you're gonna make the most money in your career fighting me, and you got a big fight at hand because that fight itself is a major fight. So you got a big fight already, and student 7 teacher was good. You got a big fight in front of you, and the winner gonna get the even bigger fight. Timothy Ramdean was good. Man, come on, man. They're gonna chomp at the bit. You think David Benavidez and Morrell ain't gonna chomp at the bit to fight each other, and the winner's guaranteed to get Canelo? Come on, man. They jumping at the opportunity. Sign me up. Sign me up. My brother Timothy Randy in the blue. He said, "Blue, the sport is commercialized now, bro. It's sad. Oh, it's big sad. It's big sad." And then people get mad at me. Yeah, man, I can't believe Blue out here. You capping. I'm capping. You hating. I'm hating because I want to see the best play. Listen, I want to see when I sit down and watch the NFL. I want to see Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow play. I want to see LeBron James and Kevin Durant. I want to see Jokic and Embiid play against each other. I want to see Curry and Dame Dollar play against each other. That's what I want to see. I'm okay with Dame Dollar playing, against some because it's not that many Currys for him to play against. You understand? There's not that many Currys for him to play against. But when the opportunity arises, please give me the Curry fight. I mean the Curry game. Y'all don't understand, right? Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't understand. Let me say it to you again, right? Oh yeah, DJ. Oh yeah. Can you say Super Bowl? Yeah, NC Tyrant, because people don't like the truth. They like to live in Candyland, Fantasyland. People like to live in Fantasyland and Candyland. They don't like the truth. The truth, they don't like that. They Dre Finest Triple OG was good. They want me to tell you that their favorite fighter. They want me to tell you that their favorite fighter, Grimmy Taylor, was good. Is the greatest thing since sliced bread because they believe that he is, and that's what they want me to tell you. You understand? They don't want me to give you no updates. They want me to. They want me to stick with the same narrative. They want me to tell you, hey, this person been ducking this person. They don't want me to give you an update. No, that's too much like right. No, don't change my mind. Don't tell me the truth. That's what happens. They don't want me to tell you the truth. No, don't tell me the truth. That's not what they want. You understand? So too many people too often are fans of fighters instead of being a fan of the sport. Like I said, in 10 years, 9 times out of 10, at least 80% of the fighters today's time is not even going to be fighting in 10 years. So make it make sense. Make it make sense. T9 boxing class was good. 80% of the fighters ain't gonna be fighting in 10 years. Shakur might be fighting at 35. He might. Devin might be fighting at 34. He might. You understand? At 35, I highly doubt Teofimo Lopez will be fighting. And if he is, I don't know how successful and effective he'll be at 35 because of his style. Lomachenko ain't gonna be boxing. And Tank Davis ain't gonna be boxing at 38 years of age. Okay. Boots Ennis would be 35 himself. He might still be fighting. Keyshawn Davis might still in 10 years. That's not far away. That's not far away at all. And now what? There's gonna be a whole new crop of fighters. And now what? Now where do you go from there? Oh, this is what's going to start happening with those fans. Let me tell you what's going to start happening. I'm going to tell you what's going to start happening with those fans. Man, the sport of boxing ain't the same no more. Because you was never a fan of the sport of boxing. Man, the sport of boxing ain't the same no more, man. I remember back when Tank was fighting, or I remember when Canelo was fighting, or I remember when that's what happens. That's what's going to happen. And Antonio Salvatore was good. Oh man, I remember when back in them days. I promise you, that's what's gonna happen. Man, back in them days, boy, Fight is fought. It's just wild to me, man. It's completely wild to me. Why wouldn't you want to see the best fighting the best? People got so much to say about Devin Haney, right? Man, Devin Haney, man, he ain't got no chin, he ain't got no power. That's an easy bag, easy victory, easy bag. Government bread, easy dough. LT number one energy, my brother in the super chat dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said lately it's been like the fans want to keep the fighters in protective custody. Yeah, because they're not. See LT energy. Because if their favorite fighter loses, you got to listen to what I just told you, great brother. If their favorite fighter loses, they are out the sport. Because they're not fans of the sport. So you're out the sport. It's like this, right? LT energy. African American community, you ain't never seen so many African Americans interested in the sport of golf until Tiger Woods came in. Right? When Tiger Woods was golfing, boy, the African American community was suddenly, hey, passing my 9-iron, passing my putter. Man, when you started golfing went to a whole different level. LeBron Nelson was good. Man, every athlete started golfing, man. Bang. Every time you turn around, more and more athletes is golfing. When did golf become cool? You know what I'm saying? Dudes riding around on golf carts with hydraulics and systems and Hey man, it's supposed to be quiet here. BM was good. Dudes riding, They got on a golf court, feet hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Man, they made it cool, man. Golf clubs got colored. They became colorful. Yeah, tennis too, Hulk. Now, when the Williams sisters came in, man, come on, man. And so when Tiger Woods started losing, it was like, no, man, they doing Tiger dirty. Nobody was doing Tiger dirty. Tiger was doing Tiger dirty. But what the community started to, man, they doing Tiger dirty, man. Look how they got my boy up here, man. Wife hitting him with a golf club. You know what I'm saying? They doing my brother Tiger out there dirty. It's the same effect in the sport of boxing. It's the same effect in the sport of boxing. Hey man, and they doing my man Tiger, man. In the black community, they doing Tiger dirty, man. Hey, Tiger, nobody was doing Tiger dirty. What's good with you, Mike Laws was good. BK Chef was good. Come on, we always doing in the African. Yo, man, look how they doing our brother Tiger. We ain't watch golf. 9-irons all of a sudden became cool. Michael Jordan out there golfing. You know, and golfing became, hey man, it was like when you was a professional athlete, you was also a golfer. Like, yeah, man, you golf, man. You trying to hit the, You trying to hit the course? Man, come on, man. Tiger made it cool to golf. Just like some of these fighters make it cool to watch boxing. Boxing is not a mainstream sport anymore. It's just not. It's not. 903 boxing was good, King. You got the NFL's number 1, Major League Baseball's number 2, the NBA's 3, hockey is 4, NCAA football and NCAA basketball is huge. Look at the dip. If y'all don't believe me, when you look at ESPN, when the last time you seen something on ESPN about tennis and golf? I'll wait. Jason Deloach was good. Daisha DeBosch was good. When you watch ESPN today, when is the last time you saw an update on tennis and golf? The Williams sisters ain't the same, and Tiger ain't in it. It's not a sell to the African American community who support these. They can't sell it to the minority groups no more. Q Lee was good, great brother. I ain't turned on, but man, when Tiger was playing and the Williams sister was playing, you heard about people playing tennis. Dion Dub was good. Tennis and golf that you ain't never even knew. Man, they started making people household names like, yo, you seen such and so they golf? And then the women golfers, I mean the women tennis players, their clothes became more and more attractive, didn't it? All Stokes was good. Marcus Gunn was good. They understood what was attracting, getting the eyes on. All of a sudden, they complained about Serena Williams, the way she was dressing, and then everybody else was dressing that way as well. It's like, man, you see, man, you start telling me, hey, man, you seen Maria Sharapova, man? You see what she had on? Bro, how do you know who Maria Sharapova is? Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Hey, man, you see what Maria Sharapova had on? Yeah, yo, so you seen that, man? Like, man, come on, man. I'm telling you the truth. Y'all know it. I ain't watched Maria Sharapova play one set, but I know her name and I know who she is. I know her name and I know who she is. Robert Chandler, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. And it wasn't because of her backhand. It was because of her back. Let me go ahead. Robert Chandler, he said, I like Benavidez, but I believe Benavidez gets stopped by Canelo late. I don't see how his lack of defense survives. Yeah, I understand, great brother. I said the same thing, man. You got to be, you got to be, you got to be, defensively responsible to deal with, Canelo Alvarez. That's my only issue, right? Robert Chandler dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. That's the only issue I have with David Benavidez. You understand what I'm saying? Is his lack of defense, man. That's gonna come back to knock on his door, man. Exactly, Maya Egypt. Maya Egypt. Remember when Serena they came out in that cat suit? Man, the kid, she disrespected the sport. All of a sudden, everybody was wearing cat suits. But they saw how much attention and momentum it got. Man, listen, go get you a cat suit. Shad 1419, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. That's exactly why I said if Bud and Spence fight, whoever loses, the majority of the people talking are going to leave the sport because they won't have anything else to talk about because they're not fans. 1000%. Well, Canelo, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, Shad 1419 is a little bit different. It's a little bit different. Let me tell you why. Because their fan base is more hardcore boxing fans. Lucky Showtime was good. Then the Ryan Garcias, Tanks. Tank and Ryan Garcia have a lot of commercial fans. You understand? Quay 609 was good. Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, they have more hardcore boxing fans. Buddha Facts. What's good, great brother? You understand what I'm saying? Like you see Denzel Washington, he a fan of Tank. Who you fight next? He don't even know who you fight next. That's commercial. He's a fan, of Tank Davis because of Tank Davis's knockouts, his excitement. It's commercialized. You understand? He's commercialized. So Denzel, like, man, I'm a big fan, man. Who you fighting? Huh? What? Excuse me? You don't know who I'm fighting? It's the biggest fight of my career. And Marcus Gunn was good. Denzel's a big fan of Tank. And Tank just announced the biggest fight of his career, and he didn't even know who he was fighting. Because their fan base is, and that's a good thing for Tank because he's becoming a crossover star. He's becoming a crossover star, so that's a good thing for Tank. But as I'm relating to the fan base of Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, their fan base of Shad 1419 dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue is a more hardcore boxing fans. You see, that's why they're selling you, hey, this is the biggest fight in boxing. No, it's not. Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford is the biggest fight and most important fight. It's the biggest and most important fight in boxing. That's the most important fight in boxing. And it's the biggest fight in boxing. Everything else is commercial. That's what it is. You know, that's some hardcore truth for you. Commercial wise, yeah. Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, big commercial. Ryan Garcia has done. Listen, it's no slight or no dig at Ryan Garcia. I'm just telling you the truth. Ryan Garcia has done nothing in the sport of boxing, people. Did he win an Olympic gold medal? No. Did he win a world championship? A belt? No. Did he beat a massive name in the sport? Adam Kinos was good. No. So how is it the biggest fight? Because commercially, Ryan Garcia sells outside the sport of boxing. He's like, let me. Adam Quinno's my brother. He said, "Blue, I'm out of here, great brother." My wife said, "Tell Blue good night and bring you to bed." Oh man, hey, do your thing, great brother. Don't let me get you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me get you in trouble. Tell the wife I said peace and blessings and have a great night. Tell her it wasn't my fault. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. Tell her it ain't my fault. Dwayne was saying, my brother, he said commercial sells though, Blue. I hear you. Oh, for sure. Mustafa Malik, what's good? Commercial is a big seller. Delovi, what's good? It's for sure. For sure. It sells. No doubt about it. That's what I said. It's good for Tank. All Stokes was good. Sean Garnes was good. For sure. You know what I mean? No one J Pity City, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Williams sisters definitely brought that fashion into tennis. It's like braids and dreads, thuggery when they had them, fashionable when they do it. Facts. All facts. Ed, what's good? Oh, we talked about that an hour ago, great brother. So that's all facts, and that's what I'm saying. Is like, you know, Tank makes it cool to watch boxing, and that's a great thing for Tank and Tank's team and Tank and his career for sure. But how can it be? Imagine LeBron James playing. Imagine Kobe Bryant at the height of the late great legendary Mamba. Kobe Bryant playing again in a game against LeBron James. It's the biggest game in boxing in basketball right now, basketball history, and this and this. When you could put, you understand, like it just don't make sense. Commercial wise, for sure. Commercial wise, it's going to sell. Glue Man Live, what's good, great brother? Where you been at? Commercially, it's going to sell for sure. But is it the biggest fight in boxing? No. No. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence is the biggest fight in boxing. It's the most meaningful fight. It's the biggest fight in boxing. It just is what it is. Now, it may not sell, you understand, the same because it's not, is okay, for instance, think about it. Jake Paul and Tommy Fury just did 775,000 pay-per-view buys. Does that mean it was the most important fight and biggest fight in boxing? Rashawn Pittman was good. Let me say it to y'all again. Tommy Fury and Jake Paul just did 775,000 pay-per-view buys. That's 3 times the amount that Tank has done in his career. Does that make that the biggest fight in boxing? Of course not. Of course not. Commercially, it's sold. But is it the biggest fight in boxing? No. No. It should do well because you selling to the fans. I hate my peanuts, man. when you sell, you're going to sell it to the fans. It's going to sell because you're selling it. You're selling a product. Doesn't mean it's the best product. You're selling a product. Doesn't mean it's the best. Robert Williams was good. It means you have the best pitch. That's two different things. Snake Sage 97 was good. Lamont Griffin, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said, salute Blue and chat fam. Salute to my brother Lamont Griffin, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Appreciate you, King. Yeah, Jake Paul is doing massive numbers. That means it's the biggest fight in boxing. He fought Tommy Fury. Everybody complained about it. It was a commercialized fight. That's what it is. New God Chris, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. Can you explain what happened between Floyd and Winky Wright? How do you think that fight would have played out? I think Floyd Mayweather would have won. Winky Wright, technically sound, have a great jab, big, but Floyd DT was good, great brother. Floyd Mayweather's too quick, too fast, too high of a ring IQ. Winky Wright, high guard, he would just win on points. He would just jab him to the solar plex, count him every now. It wouldn't be that exciting of a fight. It wouldn't have been an exciting fight. Catherine Murray, peace, blessings to you, Queen. How you doing today? You understand? It wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been exciting of a fight. But Floyd would have won on points. I believe Floyd would have won on points, though. Appreciate you, Catherine. Blessings to you, Queen. You know what I mean? Yeah, Darnell Schaefer. I can't wait for this fight as well. Can't wait, man. But I'm about to get out of here, people. So, you know, that's the thing, man. You got to understand, you know, it's wordplay, it's wordplay, it's the pitch. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it is, the pitch. You can have the best pitch. That don't mean you have the best product. Boss fan full time. What's good, great brother? He said no notification. Oh man, you already know how that works. You understand what I'm saying? That's just is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to understand how that works. You know what I mean? So the pitch is they got the best pitch, right? Hey man, yeah, this the best fight in the world. This the best. You got the best two fighters. How? How do you have the best two? And no, you have two. You have a fighter that has a lot of potential, and another fighter that's one of the best fighters in the world. How could you say Ryan Garcia is and no slight to Ryan Garcia, but how do you prove that? How do you back that up? I'm gonna ask you this question. People will tell you Jaron Ennis is not ready, but they'll tell you Ryan Garcia is already here. Huh? Now make that make sense. Make that make sense. Ryan Garcia has already arrived. He's the man. He's one of the best lightweights in the world. But when we talk about Jaron Ennis, yeah, he ain't ready. Boots. Who did Boots fight? Who did he beat? Well, you look at Boots' talent. It jumps off the screen more so than Ryan's. That's no slight to Ryan, but I mean, you see how that works? Frank, what's going on, great brother? Right, Anthony Davis. Just think about that. If we say Boots versus Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, man, he can't beat them. He ain't ready for them. And we base it off of Boots' last fight. Curtis Strickland was good. We talk about Boots' last fight with Chua Kazim, right? But Ryan didn't knock out Emmanuel Tagu. Ryan Garcia didn't knock out Emmanuel Tagu. This is what I be trying to tell y'all. This is what I be trying to. He didn't knock out Emmanuel Tagu, but Boots got his. So Ryan didn't get exposed for the fight with Emmanuel Tagu, but Boots got exposed. Come on, people. Weedy Gonzalez, Tagu ran. So did Chua Kazim. So did Chua Kazim. He was just there to survive. But Boots was exposed. Come on, man. Think about it, man. Professor X, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Appreciate you, King. Eric Black 60, what's good with your nephew? Hen Dog, what's good, great brother? Right? So Boots was exposed when he fought Chua Kazim because he won every single round, though. Come on, make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, people. This is what I'm be trying to tell y'all. You got to think. Think, young brother. Think. And I'm not knocking the fight. But they telling you that a guy in Ryan Garcia is against Tank is the biggest fight in boxing. But Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence is not? You have a unified champion that's done headline 4 straight pay-per-views successfully in Errol Spence. Terrence Crawford, compared to Ryan, has headlined more pay-per-views successfully. Terrence Crawford is a 3-division undisputed champion. And you trying to tell me these two dudes that's undefeated, top 3 pound for pound, top 4 pound for pound best fighters in the world, coming together to fight is not bigger than Ryan and Tank? Come on, people. Come on, make it make sense, people. Super Gang King, what's good? Make that make sense, people. You have a guy that we basing it off of potential. Larry Lopez was good. We're basing this fight with Ryan off of potential. Who's he doing? Who did he beat? What belts did he win? What has he done? We're basing it off of his popularity and his potential. I seen Errol Spence dominate world champions and upper echelon fighters. I seen Terrence Crawford dominate world champions, become undisputed, and upper echelon fighters. And then neither one of them lost. They're top 5 pound for pound best fighters in the world. Ryan has never headlined a major pay-per-view card and never won a world championship. What are we talking about? Big Dog Willie, my brother in the super chat, Khan KO Spence in the street fight in Tokyo. Facts. Here you go again. You understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? DOG 215, my brother, what's good? Ernest Brown was good. Right. Ryan ain't better than Devin Haney. He ain't better than Lomachenko or Teofimo Lopez. What has he done? What are we talking about? He's more popular than they are. Mr. Peace-Side Crush Legend, what's good? TWT in the building. Michael James 616, what's good? He's more popular than they are. Eric Black 60 was good. But this ain't the. How do we know he's the best? We seen Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez fight. We seen Devin Haney fight Kambosos in an undisputed match. Devin Haney fight, Gambo and Linares, right? We saw Devin Haney get ready to fight Lomachenko, right? Who did Ryan Garcia beat? He's more popular. I watched Errol Spence beat Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Yordenis Ugas, Mikey Garcia. I watched Terrence Crawford beat Victor Postile, become undisputed. Gamboa when he was still a major player in the game, and they ain't never lost. And suddenly, a guy with potential. Come on, people, make it make sense, man. This is why they don't like me, because I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Jack Oliver, what's good? And this is no slight to nobody, but I'm just telling you, which boxing was good. How can it be better than bigger fight than Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence? How could it be bigger than Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford? No. You're selling the sport short. And again, granted, they supposed to they supposed to big up the fight. And I'm all for that. Gunna Heck, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, Ryan told you belts are the past. You need that social media belt today. Plus Campbell is a better than Kambosos. Memphis 10 Will, what's good, great brother? Yeah, they ain't sending out notification. Ed, what's going on? You need a social media belt. Luke Campbell is not better than Kambosos. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, man, come on, man. We gotta be realistic. I'm all for it. This is a big fight. It's one of the biggest fights because of popularity, status, and potential and things of that nature. For sure, it's one of the biggest fights. Drawing wise, but just being the biggest, no. Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford is the biggest fight in boxing. Wayne Jr., what's good? Ryan was never a champion, neither was Luke Campbell. That's what I'm saying. Cinnamon Savage, what's good, great brother? Yeah, Luke Campbell was Olympic gold medalist, but what did he do in the pros? That you telling me that they better that Ryan is better than Lomachenko, Devin Haney, Teofimo? Like, come on, man, stop it. We got to stop it. We got to relax. He has a lot of potential. He got power, exciting, but come on, man. Wayne Jr. was good. Evil's game realm was good. Ryan does market himself very well outside the sport. Jelly Domino was good outside the sport for sure. H Entertainment 19 was good. You can't tell me that Devin versus Lomachenko, that fight. See, this is because boxing 22-27 was good. Uh, 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 uh. So now you look at Lomachenko and Devin Haney, right? Because it's how you market yourself and how you sell the fight. So commercial wise, Tank and Ryan is a bigger fight, commercial wise. But when you Ed, what's going on? When you look at the fight itself, the quality of the fight, is there a question? No. What's my take on what he said? I don't think he meant anything by it. But that's how it's going to be perceived because of the times we live in and because of you know you know because of the times we live in, and because of what the sport was built off of. They tell you every single time, you need, in order for you to sell, you need a Mexican fighter and an African American fighter. Why? Because they know it's tensions amongst the communities, and the communities are, they're both minorities. They're in the same community, and there's tension there because there's frustration within the community because there's a lot of quote unquote struggle there. So there's tension amongst the two, and you put them together. Then what do you get? You get, oh, we better than y'all, we better than y'all, we better than y'all, we better than y'all, and that's where it comes from. And so they use it as a selling tool, and they sell it to you. Super Gamer King, what's good, great brother? You understand? Ain't no different than what they done. Back in the days when they was building up. Remember when Larry Holmes was getting ready to fight what's his name now? Larry Holmes was getting ready to fight George man, I'm about to say George Clooney. Jerry Cooley, right? Remember that? Jerry Cooney and Larry Holmes. And what they were saying, Lou Hayne, my brother, a pillar of this Blue Blood Sports TV. What's good with you, Lou? They built Lou. They remember they was telling they remember Jerry Cooney was saying that they was telling him to say certain things that was racial to promote it. And he was like, I ain't comfortable doing that. You understand? Remember, he was like, I ain't comfortable doing that, man. Y'all trying to get me, put me in a position I ain't comfortable doing that. You understand what I'm saying? And he was the Great White Hope, remember? Loma is not past his prime, Gunner Hack. He is 34 years old. 35 years old. 34, 35 years old. He's the same age as Terrence Crawford. He didn't take a lot of punishment in his career. I'll fight editor. What's good? Uchiha Yap, what's going on? He didn't have no bunch of hard, grueling fights in his career. He's not on past his prime. He's just coming up against style matchups that are not favorable to him. Period. Do I think it does 500K pay-per-view? I think so. Boy, oh boy, I tell you this, you'll never know the actual numbers. But they're gonna sell it to you, boy. Oh, they're gonna tell you it did 1 million pay-per-views. Oh, you best believe they're gonna tell you, hey, Upper Mod, what's good? Ain't nobody gonna come out and tell you the actual numbers of this fight. You could believe that. I'll buy that for $1, and you could take that to the bank. You ain't gonna know the actual numbers. Tony T was good. They ain't never gonna tell you the actual numbers, but they gonna tell you it did some extraordinary numbers. Edward Sanchez was good. I can guarantee you that one. I guarantee you they're gonna tell you it did some extraordinary numbers. And they're gonna inflate it. If it did 700, they're gonna tell you it did 900. If it did 800, they're gonna tell you it did 1 million. You could believe that. The Ozarker, what's good, great brother? Jimmy Bernard, what's going on? I promise you that. Robert Williams, he said the Knicks is doing their thing. Yeah, so is Mikal Bridges too. He's balling. What I think about Plant Benavidez, I can't wait for that fight, man. I can't wait. Okay, I'm glad you said that, right? And smash the like button, man. We should have 700 likes right now. Jersey Silver, what's good? We should have 700 likes right now. Smash the like button, man. We should have 700 likes right now. Get the likes all the way up, man. So remember, I'm glad you just said that, right? So now you see, right? This now you see this the all access Caleb Plant and David Benavidez, right? All access David Benavidez, Caleb Plant, right? Now in that all access, what was something that you noticed? I'm gonna see if y'all pay attention. Yeah, I love those all access too, Ray brother. What's something that you noticed immediately? All access. I want to see if y'all pay attention to this. They put a strong emphasis. Nah, J man. They put a strong emphasis. You saying 007 was good on Caleb Plant being a Caucasian fighter. I mean, that's obvious, right? We looking at him, we know he's Caucasian, right? But what did they make sure they told you? It's not normal for a Caucasian fighter to compete in the sport of boxing and be a champion, Caucasian-born fighter. The narrator, he made sure he threw that in there. Yeah, he's not to mention he's a Caucasian fighter from a trailer. What does that tell you? They selling the race again. It's a Caucasian. I mean, why did you have to tell us he was Caucasian? We could see that. Right? But what happened? That sells. It sells. So they use that to tell you that what Caucasian athletes or boxers aren't that successful in the sport of boxing, and Caleb Plant is defying the odds. Caleb Plant is defying the odds because it's not normal and it's not something that you see. DJ Seven for Life, what's good, great brother? Where you been at? Sell you the struggle because everybody likes a Miss Joette. Everybody likes the rags to riches story. So yeah, Miss Joette, they're gonna sell you that man. He came from absolutely nothing, and now look what he. Come on, man. I'm telling you. So then when people say, "Oh, why is it about race?" Because that's what they make it. People, you got to understand that. That sells. You want to see somebody that looks like you represent what you come from the same struggle you came from, be successful. You're going to root for them. Period. Period. You're going to root for him. Hey, man, that's my country, man. Oh, man, this dude. See, it's hard. The brother asked me this. Gunnar Heck, ironically enough. He said, how come I don't say African Americans superstar boxer? And this is no slight to anybody else, so please don't take it that way. Because there is so many African American superstars in the sport of boxing. Over history, it turns into overdoing it. That's why. Right? For instance, You know how many heavyweight Mexican champions you had in the sport of boxing history? Let me say it to y'all again. In history, I'm just telling y'all the truth. In history, right? In history, you know how many heavyweight champions that was Mexican? One. 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 In history. You know how many black heavyweights was world champion? You can't even count. You can't even, one, oh man, you can't even count. You can't even count it. That's equivalent to Benito Gonzalez Jr. said height difference. Height has nothing to do with it. Mike Tyson was 5'10". Joe Frazier is 5'10", 5'11". That has zero to do with it. Joe Louis is what, 6'1", if that. That has zero to do with it. Eric Black 60 was good. Height has nothing to do with it. It's putting that package together. So that's not a reason to use that logic. It is a reason, right? Because, for instance, let me give you another example. There's not two heavyweight Mexican world champions. Who's the other one? Rob Bass. What's good, great brother? So you got to understand something, right? Well, even if there was two. Storage Invader 70 Deuce was good. Even if there was two. All right, that's just. He said everybody. It was two. One was just. Andy Ruiz wasn't undisputed either. So maybe there was two. But even okay, so let's say it was two, right? Chris Arreola, nah. John Stravez, no. Chris Arreola is not a champion. So it's just that's my point. So my point is saying this to you to say is that the reason I pointed out is because there's not too many. So it's like saying the undisputed. Oh, John Ruiz. Okay. Well, John Ruiz is Puerto Rican. He's not Mexican. Right. Andy Ruiz is the first Mexican heavyweight. John Ruiz was the second Latino heavyweight. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. He was the second Latino heavyweight, the first Mexican heavyweight. So So my point is saying this is like there's not many undisputed champions. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, John. I know. Andy Ruiz is the first Mexican. There's only one Mexican heavyweight world champion. There's two Latino, but not Mexican. So now, there's not many undisputed champions. So you say undisputed. Everybody wants the title of being undisputed because it's rare. It's rare. That's why people want the title. Simple. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. But let me get out of here, people. I appreciate y'all coming through, starting up, holding your boy Blue down, and showing me love. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.